Shocking updates on Nnamdi Kanu's release as UN issued fresh directives begin arrest of those behind the capture of Nnamdi Kanu in Kenya. My dear listeners, I greet you this morning. It's a pleasure meeting you once again. In fact, this decision that the UN have just taken is due to the delay for Nnamdi Kanu's release and the ignorance and Buhari's lackadaisical attitude and adamantness to the call for the immediate release of the IPOP leader. You see, the UN have power, limitless power, to do whatever they want to do here in Nigeria. But, they are only trying to be careful. They are only trying to be careful. So I will say that Mr. President is only daring the power of the United Nations. I am telling you. Because if really he knows what the UN are capable of doing, for a very long time, he would have just allowed Nnamdi Kanu to go as requested by the United Nations. He would have. But as things are, it is very clear that Mr. President is ignorant of the action and the power of the United Nations. He is. Do you understand? So that is the reason why I will say that whatever decision the UN have taken, it's of no man's fault. Rather, it is Mr. President's fault. Because I can see danger coming. You understand? And if nothing quick is done concerning this, you'll be amazed at what this is going to cause us in this country. It's a shocker. I tell you, you can't believe this. Let's check the content, my dear listeners. This is morning news. 3 lawyers, Chiefs Clifford Okoye, Maris Efobi, and Sam Chukwuekelu have warned the federal government against the consequences of disobeying the recent United Nations UN's demand to release the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, from detention. UN has recently demanded that Kanu be released from detention unconditionally, as according to the world body. Kanu is only seeking an independence of his Biafran people, and as such, his action has not yet warranted such unlawful detention. However, the federal government is yet to heed the UN's demand, as Kanu is still languishing inside Directorate of State Services DSS custody, even as the government has never made any categorical affirmatives or non-affirmative statements to that effect. But Okoye, Efobi, and Chukwuekelu, who spoke to newsmen on the development, said the Nigerian government should not dismiss the UN statement with ignominy, the same way they disobey or disregarded orders from Nigerian courts and go scot-free. Specifically, Okoye, who was in one-time chairman of the Nigerian Bar Association NBA Agwata branch in Anambra State, declared, "I want to thank the UN for lending its voice to Nigerian internal affairs as a member nation under it, and Nigeria should be a country where freedom of speech and expression are observed. Kanu is entitled to bail because treason is not a capital offense that will attract death by hanging. I recall the attack in Kanu's home in Afaraoku, Ibeoku, Umuahia, Abia State by the military. Although that UN declaration for the immediate arrest of all those who are involved in the arrest and detention of the IPOP leader is one thing that is so good. According to Efobi, who was also a former chairman of NBA Idemili branch, Nigerians subscribe to the League of Nations, and we are bound to follow any decision taken by the UN. Therefore, we have no other option than to obey the umbrella body. The court has ruled that Kanu did not jump bail because his house was invaded and he had to flee to save his life. The court has equally ruled that his fundamental rights were infringed upon, so he should be released unconditionally, or else the UN has several sanctions to impose on Nigeria. Chukwukelu, also a chairman emeritus of the Idemili branch of NBA, said the court, which refused to grant Kanu bail recently, should have considered the fact that if Kanu had not escaped alive when the military invaded his house, he would have probably been dead by now, and if he had died, he wouldn't have been alive today to face trial, because it is only the life that can face trial and not a dead person. Let me tell you, my dear listeners, I said this, that only those who are sensible and with sense of belongings, with sense of belongings, that we say yes, that the UN is right. You understand? Only those who are with their senses. It is illiteracy that is disturbing those who are against the release of the IPOP leader. Because if they are well-mannered and learned, they will know that what Nnamdi Kanu have done is the best thing. Do you understand? They are planning to kill Nnamdi Kanu, and the young man was fast enough to escape and give himself himself a life. Just like the chairman of NBA have just said in Anambra, it is only the life that is alive that can face trial, not the dead one. If Nnamdi Kanu didn't escape to be alive, would they see him and extradite him to face trial? And besides, he did that to save his life. What I was saying, Nigerian can be very, very selfish and self-centered sometimes. You understand? Sometimes. That is why I will tell you that I support the decision of the United Nations. I support. What's the big deal? Let him go. He's innocent. The whole house are saying that you should let them go. The whole house are lamenting that you should let them go. So what's the big deal? You understand? My dear people, let me hear from you. Let me know what your own take and opinion on this may be. Don't forget to leave them below the comment box. Click on the subscription buttons as well as the bell buttons to get updated each time we upload any new videos. Thank you.